Buttons on, lights flashing, I'd like. Welcome everyone, I'd like to declare the extraordinary council meeting open. And in doing so, item 1 of the agenda, just changed slightly, is the live streaming statement. The Edward River Council wishes to advise members of the public that council meetings will be recorded and will be available after each meeting on council's website. All care will be taken to maintain the privacy of those in attendance. However, as a visitor, in the public gallery, your presence may be recorded. By remaining in the public gallery, it is assumed your consent is given, and in the event your image is broadcast. This includes any filming by television cameras if an attendance is approved by the General Manager and the Mayor. Item 2 is acknowledgement of the country. I'd like to acknowledge that we're here today on the land of the Wamba Wamba Crippa people. I would also like to acknowledge and pay my respects to past Aboriginal elders, the present Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who reside in this area and their future generations. Item 3 is a statement of purpose. I have come here as a councillor freely and without bias to represent the views of the community in considering the matters before us today, to vote in a matter I consider to be in the best interest of the community, and to observe the code of conduct and respect the rule of the chair and the views of my fellow councillors. Item 4 is disclosure of interest. I've got the forms in front of me. They should be with Belinda. Business arising from the minutes, there's none to do with that. Public forum, no. Now we've got 2 items to discuss and they are in confidential council. So it's something we'd like to move, that we move out of normal council into confidential council. Yeah. Councillor Foley, second by Councillor Metcalfe. All those in favour? Against? Carried. Into confidential matters, item 7.1.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
There we are.
He seconded with the resolution. Oh, it's there. It's there, we'll chat then. That's good enough.
How did you end up with 70 grand extra at 10%? Sorry,
Yeah, we're on.
We right. Right, we're now back in General Council, and I will read the recommendations for item 7.1, which is the new sheds over at the North Depot. The recommendation was that Council accept the tender submitted by Tony Campbell Fabrications for contract C 2020-14 for the construction of 2 new shed services, sewer line and the removal of an old toilet block for the lump tender price of $331,905 plus GST. Item 2 of the recommendation authorise the General Manager and the Mayor to sign and affix the common seal of the Edward Council to the contract documentation. And item 3, delegate the contract superintendent to approve variations of a maximum of 10% of the contract value to allow for any issues that may arise. Now, recommendation for item 7.2. It's moved by Councillor Hall, second by Councillor McAllister. That Council authorise the transfer of $130,000 from the Stronger Communities Program Round 1 Road Infrastructure Project to increase the total budget amount to $688,490, subject to the approval of the Office of Local Government. Item 2 accepts the tender of Denbrook Constructions Proprietary Limited for the contract C 2020-13, which is the Denilton Rams, Club Rooms and Kitchen refurbishment for the total lump sum price of $519,341.84, excluding GST. Item 3, authorise the General Manager and Mayor to sign and affix the common seal of the Edward River Council to the contract documentation for contract 2020-13, being the Denny Rams, Club Rooms and Kitchen refurbishment. And item 4, authorise the General Manager to approve variations to the contract to cover the contingencies of up to 10% of the contract amount. And item 5, note that any overruns will be at the expense of the Deniliquin Rams football club. That's done, and I would therefore close this extraordinary meeting. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.